All right, everyone. Today I wanted to share with you guys some incredibly important information on how to run treasure maps or secret maps properly. And I want to make sure that you guys do not make a very, very big mistake that is going to set you back hundreds, if not thousands of gold, even if you only make this mistake once, and that is running your treasure or secret maps solo. That's a major, major mistake. Definitely don't do this. You want to hold on to them and make sure that you find a group to run these correctly. And I'm going to explain all the information about these that you want to know to make sure that you do get the proper returns from these. Because as you can see, looking at my inventory, this stuff right here that I actually have open right now, this is from one single map. One single map right here gave me all these resources, and the important thing about these is that they are tradable. So I can actually put these up on the market, and if I actually add these items here, you can see that these tradable moon's breaths, I got 6 of these right now, and these are currently listed for almost 90 gold each. The average day price is 63 gold. Like, that's 400 or 500 gold just worth of moon's breaths right there. And then I also got, these are the tradable bags of shards. People have been asking me about this. Most of the bags that you get for your harmony shards, for your life shards, are untradable. The ones that you actually end up getting from secret maps are going to be tradable, and they are selling for a fortune right now on the market. So getting the proper returns from your maps by running them in a group, it's really, really important given how much money you're going to make from doing this. So if I were to put these up right now, these are almost 200 gold each. The average day price is actually over 200 gold each. So that's 600 gold in just medium life shard bags right there. And then this one is basically double the price. The average day is almost 500, 400 gold each. I mean, we are looking at, what is this here? 600 gold in these, 400 gold for this one. That's 1,000 gold plus almost 500 gold right there. We're looking at almost 1,500 gold. This took me like 5 minutes, and it was from one single map run. One single map in a group properly, almost 1,500 gold. Versus if you were to do it solo, you would only get about a quarter of these returns. You would only get maybe like 300 gold. So that's 1,000 gold mistake that if you do this solo versus doing it in a group. And let me go through all the details here to make sure that you do this properly. Now, if you're wondering where you actually get maps, and this is going to come in really important in a few minutes here when I get into why chaos gates are very, very important here in this discussion. Chaos gates are going to be a very big source of getting your treasure maps or secret maps. If you actually go to the calendar and you open up chaos gates, you'll see here the expected rewards is indeed a secret map. And you might actually, if you've already done a chaos gate, you might have noticed that at the very end, if a legendary map drops, it's actually going to go up for like a little loot auction where all the people in your chaos gate can actually bid gold for it. And these things can go for quite a bit of gold. I actually saw one, the last one went for a couple thousand. I saw one go for like 10,000, which is way overpaying, but still, even several thousand gold each. There's a reason why people are paying that much gold for these items, and that is because if you use them properly in a group, they're going to give you very, very big returns. So chaos gates are going to be one of the big ways to actually end up getting these, and this is actually how I got the last one that I just ran. And I took some screenshots. I want to share with you guys some information here on how you actually want to organize a group, how you want to do these correctly. So let's kind of get into it here. So what's going to happen is you're going to end up getting in a group. You're going to invite people, or somebody's going to invite you. And the reason why I mentioned chaos gates is because that's generally a time that works really well to try to find other people to do these, because chaos gates drop a lot of treasure maps. So right after a chaos gate, you can check your calendar. You can kind of see when they're going. Even if you're not going to run it or you already ran it for the day, just look out for when they're happening, because right after, there's usually a flood of people who are looking to run their maps. And you want to get yourself in a group of 4 people, and then what's going to happen is you're going to take your map, and I'm just using this one as an example because I already actually ran my treasure map, but you're just going to take it and you're going to right-click it in your group, and it's going to share your map to your group. And that's actually where you're going to get this interface that I have. It's going to show up in your lower right corner of the screen, just kind of like where I have it. I obviously made mine a little bigger just for the video, just so you guys can see it and not miss it, but it'll show up in your lower right corner there that your group members are sharing a secret map with you. You're going to want to accept it. You're going to want to do the same for yours, and you're going to want to make sure that all 4 of your maps are going to end up being visible. And how you're going to know that is if you actually go to the bell icon. There's nothing right here for me now. It says no notifications, but when you're in a group doing this, there's going to be a notification of 4 there. You're going to see 4 maps, and it'll look just like this right here. So you'll have a 4 icon on your bell. Click it, and you should be able to see everybody's map. Now, the group that I ran, I actually kind of self-scammed myself a little bit. I ran a purple map while everybody else had a blue, only because I wanted to get some of these screenshots and some of this footage to share with you guys for a video so that you guys know how to do this properly. But generally speaking, what you would want to do is find a group that corresponds with the rarity of the treasure map that you have so that it's fair for everyone, because I basically used one of my purple maps and I only got the rewards from other people's blue maps. So I was giving more than I was actually getting, which is fine. You know, I'm feeling a little generous. Plus, I was able to get some screenshots and footage for a video out of this, and I want to make sure that you guys do this correctly. But basically, you know, if you have a blue map that you get from a Chaos Gate, find group members and get a full group of 4 with other people who have blue maps. If you have a purple one, try to do the same thing with the purple one. And obviously, if you end up somehow getting a legendary map, a yellow one, those are the ones that are, you know, selling for thousands and thousands of gold at those Chaos Gate loot auctions. Same thing. You don't want to end up using a legendary map with a group members full of blue maps, because, you know, you're not going to get the returns compared to the ones that you're giving to everybody else, unless you're feeling incredibly generous like me. But anyway, that's besides the point. So that's what that interface is going to look like right there. That means that you have access to seeing everybody's maps. And then basically, you can see where the maps are. There's just going to be like a red X. If you open it up, you'll see this is not actually a treasure map. This is a quest item, but you'll see just as a little reference point here, you know, you'll see a location, you'll see a zone, and then there'll be a red X somewhere on the map. What you're going to want to do is go to that location. It's going to be pretty clear. Plus, you can also look up, if you're still confused, you can look up pretty easily online. If you just Google the actual name of the treasure map, you'll be able to find where it is. But it's not that difficult to find. It'll say the name of the zone, and there'll be a big red X exactly where to go on your map. You end up going to that spot right there, and you want to just make sure that everybody in your group is in the same zone as you, and they're also in the same channel as you. If they're not in the same channel, it's not going to work. They won't be able to join your map, and if they're not in the same zone, it also won't work. They don't have to be right next to the map location. You have to actually go there. When it's your turn to run your map, you have to go to the exact spot. Everybody else just needs to be nearby on the same channel in the same zone. And what's going to happen is you're going to get this entrance notification, just like if you've run dungeons and co-op stuff before. If everybody is in the right zone, if everybody is in the right channel, everyone will be able to accept, and then you just run the map. And there's a boss. They're very easy, by the way. They're really not that difficult. You're going to notice that the monsters in these die pretty quickly. It's not meant to be incredibly difficult. It's just kind of meant to be like a loot pinata type thing. And you're going to notice that each of these maps, and I have this in the right corner because this is where it's going to show up for you when you run a map, there's going to be a boss on the floor, the map that you kill, and that's going to be where you get your loot from. It's not going to be the regular monsters. It's going to be the boss. So just be on the lookout with your group members for the boss, kill the boss, get the rewards, and then exit the map and move on to the next one. And you're going to just go in a rotation for your group. You can see here, this is what happens when you kill the boss. I got those moon breaths. You get those shard bags. You also get some card experience. You can also get things like masterpieces and whatnot. But the significant thing about maps is that the stuff that you actually get from them is unbound. You can actually sell this on the market, and especially right now, while everybody is overpaying for this stuff like crazy, it is insane money. This took our group, it took us like 5 minutes to go through. It was really simple, it was really easy, and in 5 minutes we got all these rewards here, which I just looked up on the market. It's like 1,500 gold. So if you do this solo, you're losing 3/4 of that. That's possibly 1,000 gold mistake for just one single map. So the second that you get these, even if you have to wait, hold on for them and run them later, if you can't find a group, don't get impatient. Just hold on to them and run them in the group and get the rewards from these that you are supposed to. So I wanted to make this video, put this information out, because that's a big mistake that I don't want you guys to make. And I hope that this kind of video helped out. So if it did and you enjoyed, consider leaving a like. It means more than you can imagine. Thank you very much to those of you guys who do that. Consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this in the future. And feel free to check out the Twitch stream where I'll be streaming Lost Ark as well as other games. So thanks again, everyone. Have a good one. And until next time.